yourself on in. Bring yourself on in. Breathe, bear. Breathe. Try not to trip too hard. All right. Try not to trip too hard. What up, though? Good evening. Good evening. How y'all doing? What's up? Let's get to the chat right quick. What's happening, Joanne, Lashana, Renika? I probably just destroyed that one. Size, Mom, Bianca, what's going on with y'all? Keisha, what's happening? Too short, what's happening? What's happening, family? Hey, Patrice. Glue paper, you gonna have to catch up. Catch up like catch up. I'm all right. I'm all right. What's up, Danielle? Melissa, what's going on with you? Tiff, how you doing? What up? 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 Look, I'm gonna just dive right into it, right? So I don't be talking too much stuff about these women, right? But today, today one made me wanna put sugar in her tank, right? And then she also made me want to like perhaps maybe I wanted to, you know how they got the cyber trucks. I don't know what kind. I have not talked to this lady in so long, but I want to like put a new password on her cyber truck so she can't get in it no more. Like so that when she try to put her code in to get their car, it says your attempts have failed too many times, and then it goes to from 5 minutes to an hour to infinity hours. Like I want her never to be able to get her cyber truck again. I'm starting off this live talking my issues, okay, about my foobably. Okay, my baby monster just get on my nerves today. I always say I won't put no crazy stuff on the internet about them ladies, right? And I still ain't gonna put nothing crazy. But y'all family, so I figure I'll vent to y'all and tell y'all what the hell going on. Okay. And so I get a phone call from somebody, right? And and the person I didn't know who the person was, first of all. And I'm like, how you doing? The person asked me a question. I answered the question in the fashion of which I figured the question was pertaining to. Okay. And then I got another question asked, and this person proceeds to ask me, are we talking about the same person? So I put a person's name. And the gentleman on the phone said, oh no, we're not talking about this person. We're actually talking about this person. Drops the name, right? Now, now, I didn't forgot I had babies with the because she ain't here. I'm with the babies with me. So I figured, well, how? Why? And he said, well, we're on behalf of Whoopty Bams, okay? And you're going to be put on this money taken because of an assistance that this person applied for. So this person has taken my baby's social security number. All this is allegedly, okay? All this allegedly, because I ain't trying to get sued by nobody. I am, God damn it. All right, this allegedly. Allegedly. And so I'm cool with you needing assistance and whatnot, but I would have respected it more if you called me and was like, hey, I'm broke a little bit. Can you help me with the help means? I would have said, cool, I got you. Because I'm that type of brother. If you need assistance, I'm cool. Even though I got the babies, I figure I'm not I'm not an eggplant. You feel me? I'm gonna help. I'm gonna assist because I want my kids to see that I'm not an eggplant. You heard me? And my everything in my body wanted me to. I wanted to again put her a different pin into her iPad so that she's never going to be able to retrieve her iPad information again because she doesn't know the pin. Now, again, I have not seen this lady in a decade. Okay. But I will find out where you are and I will find your iPad. And I promise before God, you will never be able to enter that again. And if y'all hear Via in the background, she is yelling. I'm going to put a video up of exactly how she would treat me. Matter of fact, it's probably up on YouTube now. Okay. She's been cursing me out all day. She's found her voice and she's utilized it with the best of them. Okay. She speaks just like all the other women in my family. Sailor mouths and fight talk. If y'all look at one of my very first videos, you see my mom damn near hyperventilated talking about Bud and the boxing match. Okay. After that video was filmed, I then had to almost give her an inhaler and a paper bag because she wanted to go too hard. Anyway, so back to, because I'm getting off topic. I want to talk about this monster. Okay. From Monster. She ain't even graduated Monster University yet. She's still in Monster University. So I got offended. First of all, how the y'all get my number? That's where I was at with it, because she don't even got my number. Like government, stop getting my numbers. Okay, I'll not have a phone. I will purposely never have a phone again if y'all just keep on getting my number somehow. But I digress. I slipped up and said this B word. When I heard the name, I said this B word. And then I had to apologize and catch myself. I was like, my bad. I know this is getting recorded and whatnot. I apologize. And he said, oh, no. Say what you need to. I understand. Cool. Well, this B word, how do I get? The man gave me all the information to get some get back. I don't kid you not. He was, here goes this, here goes that. This is the case number. If you feel like going to court, go to court. And I'm not about to argue with no women. Okay. Now, granted, in the comment section, you might have seen me having a back and forth. Okay. I just like to match energies in the comment section. A lot of people feel like they can comment and say some real reckless stuff. And then if you comment back, then they say you can't do that because you're a content creator. You shouldn't have your stuff online. Don't put your life online if you feel like you can't handle the comments. But I'll be like, wait a minute. It's not that I can't handle the comments. It's when I respond to the comments, then I get called the bad guy. Y'all report, like, okay, for instance, one time at band camp, right? This lady said, you need to get her, and then fill in the blank, right? And then so I figured because she said what I need to get my baby, that I could let her know what she need to get. So I said, you need to get you some better mouth guards because your teeth look like they doing things, okay? And she said, oh, you're so disrespectful. I'm like, well, wait a minute. Okay, you're telling a parent what their kid needs. That's the epitome of disrespect. A suggestion is different. But for you to tell me what my baby needs, and then I can't then tell you that you need to go to hell. B word, please. Okay, now you might catch me back and forth on those type of, but I mean it with no angst. It's all love when I'm talking my chatter. Okay, I just be talking my chatter. I thought that's what the name of the comment game was. Comment response. I digress. I digress. So everything in, because I don't talk to this lady, everything in me wanted to contact this lady and be like, hey lady, what you need? Okay. You got these people in my business. You got these people in your business. And if they dig deep enough in your business, they're going to see that your business ain't even that business because the baby is with me. But I don't want you to go to the clink clink. Okay. I'm not trying to put my baby monster in the clink clink. So, like, you know how y'all always ask me, where's the mom? Where's the moms? Where's the moms? And I don't talk bad about the moms. This is why I don't talk bad about the moms. Okay. This is why. This is exactly why. Because if I get started on some of the stuff that I've been through and why I have the kids, y'all be like, oh, I'm talking about like infinite type, you know what I'm talking about? And I try to keep it off the internet, but today I need to vent, okay? Because otherwise I was gonna go find her phone and make sure she was never able to get into it again, change her password. She's really not a good person, but I have made mistakes in life too, so I don't judge nobody. But like, but like a little bit of me wanted to go into the room and pull out some receipts and get to judge it and bang the gavel though. You know what I'm talking about? Cause like it's little weird stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna leave her alone now. Okay, because that wasn't like the whole venting session. There's a whole lot more that goes along with that. So my landlord, right? We going back and forth about he wants rent while the non-fault eviction is in process. So he wants me to pay rent, hit the Cash App, send 50 cent, y'all. Everybody send 50 cent to the Cash App so I can have a deposit. Because he wants me to pay rent. It's like, don't send them, because that's going to be like I'm begging. Don't do it, y'all. I don't want nobody in the comment section calling me a beggar. And then when I respond, then I'll be the bad guy. Okay. He want me to pay rent and save at the same time to move out so that he can move in so that he doesn't have to pay rent where he's at. And I almost wanted to break the windows out of his car. Okay, I almost wanted to do a lot more than just change his passwords because like my babies are involved. But he also ain't ever did nothing crazy. Like this is the first time we've ever had a back and forth about anything in 15 years. You know what I mean? So like it's almost I can't do that. I kind of can because I kind of want to do some spook. I want to do some spooky things to him, but I don't at the same time in my heart. This man's been cool, good. His parents been cool, but like, there's no way in today's housing market that I can pay $1,500 a month and save a deposit of $4,500 for the move. You need your first month rent, your last month rent. You need your mom's maiden name. You need 17 social security card numbers. You need 5 Venezuelans. Like you just need everything to move. It's so stupid nowadays. But I'm gonna do it though. I'm gonna make it work. Okay, it's and I feel like he's going to try to throw a case on there. Like if I just decide, because I'm almost on some gangster and I almost want to just be like, man, you, I'm not doing nothing now. But I feel like that'll cause for a real eviction, although the paperwork has been filed for the non-fault eviction. I never even heard of a non-fault eviction until this very moment. Y'all do your research on non-fault evictions. It's wild. If a person who owns the property feels like they want to move in the property, they can file for a non-fault eviction. Kick you smooth on that. You could be up to date on everything, never had no problem with nothing, and boom, you'll be gone. That's why I keep on. I think that God is saying, boy, why are you paying rent when you could be paying a mortgage and leave your baby something? See, it's stuff like that that we don't get taught when we're young, because it'd be like real hood. I'm a product of the streets. Okay, I'm a product of my environment, and I feel like there's some stuff that somebody should have taught us at young adults and made sure we got it. This is why I'm teaching my babies a whole lot of different ways, trying to make sure that they're good. Because Lord, this is something that my daddy kind of taught me, but didn't teach me. Like he tried to talk to me about it and start to teach me it, but then he passed away. And that's why you gotta do right by your health when you got kids, because you could be in the middle of teaching a lesson and then boom, be at the gates looking at everybody who you ain't seen in a while. It ain't cool. It ain't cool. It ain't fair, but it's life. You know what I mean? And so I feel like it's his way of telling me you need to own, okay? Because your babies need most stuff and most space. And I got a whole bunch of babies, and they all be with me, and I love them, most of them. I like them. I like all of them. Yeah, they gave me time. I just happened to look down, boss lady. I got until December 31st. That's what I'm saying. It's not a bad. It's not the worst situation. It's not like he is. He said you got a week, you got to go type stuff. No, he's doing it the right way. It's just maybe I just feel some type of way about it. It could very well just be me upset at the random action, like it happened like that. It was just one day he was changing the window. I can't even think the window screens because squirrels had tried to enter the house and get them a couple snacks. And then the next day it was, hey, he gave me a phone call. He was, hey, how you doing? Like the first part of the phone call, I knew something was wrong because he said, how you doing? How the kids doing? Oh, everybody's fine. Yep, yep, yep. When that yep comes, it be yep, yep. So you know your grandma Pat. Like what the wait a minute. Don't ask me how I'm doing only to leave with bad news. I was getting there was a topic I want to talk about. It's kind of weird, but I've been getting randomly asked why I didn't want to enter the industry like my daddy, right? And it's kind of awkward because at one point in time in my life, I really did want to. I wanted to be that star. I wanted to be that famous guy. I wanted to be that comedian. I want all that, right? And my dad, he would never, ever let me, like, in those little circles, like the first season of all that. I was there for the auditions. Dan wanted me as well with Keenan, Nick Cannon, all these guys. My dad used to drive Nick Cannon and Keenan from San Diego back and forth type stuff. But my dad shunned me. He was like, "Nah, not with me. We not doing that." And I used to get jealous. Like, man, is it because I'm lighter than you and you darker? Are you pulling that? Is because back in the nines, Shamar Moore's and the light skins was in. Like now the extra darkies are in, and I'm in the middle, so I'm cool ish. I'm like dark adjacent, kind of. And so until like I started getting a little bit older and I started seeing things, because he'd have me in wild situations. Like one night we were at a studio. I forget what the studio is called, but we at the studio, and he's in one room, and I'm starstruck. Like I think I told y'all a little bit about the Christina Aguilera story. I'm starstruck. He pushed me in a room and tell me stay in here, don't come out. So it's me in the room, Lil Zane, Christina Aguilera, just producers, engineers, stuff like that. And we were in there for a while. Well, none of us could leave the room, period. We found out later on this because Suge Knight popped up, and I don't know what occurred, but things occurred. You know what I mean? So as we leaving, my daddy asked me, "You okay? Did you hear anything? You all right? You need to talk about it." Because I didn't hear nothing. I didn't hear nothing, but apparently, some folks got whooped upon. I ain't never seen my dad grab a pow pow ever until that day. I didn't even know he had one, because he big as hell. So I figured he'd maul a man with these. And so maybe like a year or two later, I'm at my Uncle Jamie's house, and I call him Uncle Jamie not by super blood relation, but my dad and him were cool, cool, cool. So we at his house in the hills, and I'm playing basketball in the backyard because he had a pool, a guest house, pool house, and a basketball court behind the pool. So we walk in, I say what's up, dap him up, I say what's up to the puppies, pretend like I know how to play the piano, make my way to the backyard so they can discuss whatever business they got. Man, some light skinned food come outside. Now I'm super hooper, California hooper. You know what I'm talking about back in that day. I'm like check ball. You know what I'm saying? You want something? I'm about to whop, 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 whop types. You know what I'm talking about? And the boy, we playing back and forth. And it got to the point where I'm trying to post him up, but he's a grown adult male, right? I'm all of like 12, 13. I'm trying to post him up stuff. And I throw a ball up. I miss. I grab the rebound, and then it hits me who this man is, and I could no longer play this game anymore because this man, right, is the same man. Go watch Any Given Sunday. The man that walked by when Cameron Diaz walked into the locker room and he walked out with his Johnson swinging. It's this man, the same man that got my basketball in his hand, trying to finish the game. I don't want to play no more because now I know where I know you from. Okay, that was a little eerie, awkward, and I didn't like it. Right, I was nervous, confused, and I was like, "Oh man, no, I can't differentiate the two right now. I know you were acting, but like now I can't unsee it." You dig what I'm saying? Because you right here in my face, and we playing basketball. We playing pause. We playing with balls, and your balls was out, and it's just wild. Didn't like it, right? We end up leaving from there, going to a dinner with Alan. Did we go with AP? Yeah, we went with AP. We went to go have dinner with AP, and I'm cool. I'm still struck. I'm not starstruck. I'm struck, thought struck, type issues. You dig what I'm saying? And so as I'm eating dinner, and they discussing whatever, I think they were discussing Blue Hill Avenue because he was about to go to Boston for something. So they discussing whatever they're discussing, and he tell me my goddad is coming to pick me up because he going to a party that I can't go to. Now, mind you, I'm young at this time. I'm like 12, 13, right? But my dad let me go a lot of places I probably shouldn't have been at. I've been in a lot of circles I definitely shouldn't have been at, for damn sure. But he kept me close to him because he didn't want me roaming around the Hollywood streets. The one time I went downtown Los Angeles, I became damn near a gang member. And I was just going to get a video game. It was like the mission, like Warriors, how they had to make it home. I had to make it to the game place and back. And that one little just section back and forth was like, whew, gangland type stuff. You know what I mean? So he didn't want me out in these streets, period. As I'm in the car with my goddad, he telling me that my dad is going to a party with Leor Cohen, I believe. It was Leo Cohen's party. My dad was in music too. If y'all do some research, y'all see my dad was a singer, writer. He had a studio in the back of our house. It was cracking. KC JoJo had a artist named what's his name? Man, I forget his name. His real name is Brandon, but I forget what he went by because it was a weird one. He was like a pimp slash snagglepuss sounding fella. That's neither here nor there. So I'm in these circles, but I'm not old enough to be in these circles. So I know people like when Orlando Brown is talking his stuff, I let him talk his stuff. I don't never clown that man because y'all don't know what he been through. I was kind of around for some of the stuff he been through. When you raised in the set, not in the set gangland. I'm talking about on the set of just TV shows after TV shows, commercials after commercials, and then you're also raised in Hollywood. You don't really get reality because Hollywood is a bubble, right? So I tell people all the time, like, I'm glad my dad didn't thrust me into the limelight because now I see what's going on. Pause, no diddy. He was just trying to keep my hole closed, if you dig what I'm saying to you. I see that now. And I'm glad. I'm happy. I'd rather be broke, right, with a regular fecal matter depositor than rich with it busted wide. You heard me? And that's the reason why I don't even put my kids, like, I get emails every day, all day, asking about Micah being in commercials, Baby Bear being on TV shows. Pooh don't get none of that because she antisocial and she's also an introvert. But like I would never, I know now why my dad kept me away, and I get it. But he also didn't, by keeping me away, I didn't get to see like the stuff that I get to see now. I have to differentiate and add two and two and see if it make four. Because some of the stuff he kept me away from is now being brought to the forefront. Not only for me though, for you guys, y'all see that as well. You dig what I'm saying to you? Yeah, man. My pops, he did what he was supposed to do, and that's why I respect it. Even though he passed away, I feel like I was too young to be without a dad. I kind of feel like if it, I can't even say that. I wish he was here later. Like there's a lot of stuff that I had to teach myself. I had to re-raise myself basically. You know, when you have two parents and one is in another state and you just decide to stay with that one, like my mama had me, then my daddy had me, and then my mama had me after my daddy passed away again. So I didn't get to really see them together. And when I was little, they probably were, but I was extra young. That dynamic of having two different households and one is gangster read all about it, and the other one is like studious, church educated, collegiate. It's a lot of good stuff over here and a lot of gangster real stuff over here. you kind of get you. How can I put it? You don't have an identity crisis, but depending on where you're at and how you feel at that time, one of them sides is gonna come out. So you might be in the, the educational point of your life and need to be a studious individual, and you might turn into gang, read all about it because that's how you were raised. I feel like if my dad was still around, I'd be able to ask these questions and understand more. But instead, I had to really go out and become a man after thinking I was an adult man because I turned 18 and then I turned 21. You know what I mean? That does not make you a man. Trust me, fellas, little young fellas. If you are listening, I don't know how many young fellas are actually a part of this page, but if you young and you think you grown, okay, wake up in the morning with your last $100 and decide to pay a bill or decide to get a bottle. If you choose get a bottle because you know you can hustle up some money to pay a bill, you are not being an adult man. Okay, you're not being a man. If you choose to pay that bill and go without with that ramen noodles you got at the house and still go to work, and what that makes you a man because now you're taking responsibility, accountability, doing what you're supposed to do. Even though it might not be the funnest, it might not be the coolest thing to do, you still got a whole lot of life to live, and now this bill is paid. Man stuff. If your girl cussing you out, if you choose to walk away, let her gather herself and revisit it a little bit instead of going back and forth with her. You on some man stuff. You not being a little boy. You dig what I'm saying? There's a lot of man stuff that I had to reintroduce myself. My name is Hove, and I wish that not only my daddy, but I wish that all the males who were in my life and helped raise became a little more active in that part of it, like teaching the real as opposed to what the rap lyrics got or seeing what the TV got or you know what I'm saying stuff like real life is not the rap lyrics. There's very few. Actually, I'm almost lied to you. There's a lot of rappers nowadays who live what they talk about. A whole lot of them. There's also a lot who don't. Where we at, guys? I'm gonna take a couple questions right quick. Thank you, Darlene. I appreciate it. T Rain. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate the super chat, and I hope so. I think about that quite often. Like, what would my dad tell me with what I've become at my age now? He got to see me as a young man, the funny, young, energetic clown. And now it's like he never got to meet any of my kids. And he used to talk about it all the time. That's why Baby Bear is named the third, because my dad, when I was like 12, had me in the damn Yukon Denali XL and kind of forced me, okay, to name him the third. I want the legacy to live on. You know why I named you after me, son? No, Dad, why? Because when I'm gone, a little piece of me will still be here, walking this earth, surviving. And I was like, but how? Because I'm like not a little piece of you, I'm big me type stuff. But then he told me like when you have your firstborn, you make sure you name him after us so that we'll always be here. And I'd be like, what? I don't want to name him Michael. I don't want to name him Bear. He don't need to be Antonio. Can he be Ezekiel? Probably not Ezekiel, but you feel me though. But yeah, no, he probably would be. He probably wouldn't even honestly. He probably wouldn't care about what I'm doing. He'd probably just want to see his grandkids at all times, and then give a damn what I've got going. You alive, son? You alive enough to bring my grandkids? Like that's how he be. Purple Pisces. Do I have a favorite movie of his? Yes, I do, and only because I was involved in it, and that was the only time that I've got to like work with my dad. It's called Witch Hunt with Dennis Hopper. It was like on HBO, super duper long time ago. But he played like a witch zombie henchman, and I was only in like 3 seconds of the movie with no speaking roles. But like that was pretty cool. That was the first time I really got to watch a film being produced. That was pretty dope. Pretty dope. I appreciate that, Shaquila. Well, thank you, thank you. What's up, Marla? Shoot, I don't know. Sometimes I'll be thinking because I know like you always got some type of. I don't know. For me, it's always a. I don't want to. I'm not here to please everybody. Everything ain't for everybody. Everyone ain't for everybody. So I'm not here to please everybody. But I try my damnedest to be a good fella, just so that my sons can see me be a good fella and then grow to be good fellas. Because I don't want them to be what I was taught. You know what I'm saying? Like being around my dad and then being in the hood was a whole different. Like it's just two different dynamics. But the hood loved my dad because my dad is also a product of the hood as well. Although his dad was a pastor. Thank you, boss lady. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I usually try to read the super chats, but y'all throw in the super chats and then there's no question. I got a cheerleader. My birthday is July 7th. I am a Cancer. I don't know about clone Gucci Girl, but they definitely made another one of me. He passed away. Rest in peace. It's my brother. I don't know if you guys have seen. If y'all go to my Instagram, Childish Daddy, y'all can see my twin. That's my little guy. He about the closest to a clone as y'all can get from me beside my kids. And clearly, my kids aren't even my clones. They look like my parents. She good. Darlene, she's straight. She got a surgery coming up December 9th on her opposite side of what she had surgery on with her hip dysplasia. So she'll be out of commission again. But she's all right as of now. She called me at 11 this morning and said, "Hey, Papa, I need $12 for lunch." And in my head, I'm like, man, $12 for lunch? When the heck? When I was in school, $5 got you a whole lot of stuff. Not 12. And then she had the audacity. Well, I actually need 15 for tip. You got to tip the lunchroom now? I'm cool. You about to go homeschool. Damn this. And I ain't playing, and I don't give a huff. So what? I'm homeschool. At least I know you can go to the kitchen for nothing. Get some of this food stamp money. Food. Mikhail, do you eventually want to be in a relationship again? That's a, I don't, because when you, because low key you be trying, the best way I could put this is, that's a loaded question because like everybody wants somebody, right? But a lot of times you get with the person who you think you want, and then eventually you just don't even be wanting them because they be stank. Like, and that's why I preach to the youth. Like, get to know who you talking to first before you start doing things, having children. Cause man, you be cool while y'all off the do say, while y'all got that Don Julio in your system when y'all meeting, y'all having conversation, everything cool. Oh yeah, you look good, and you not taking the red signs. I mean the red flags because the Don Julio and the do say in y'all system and y'all talking, but while y'all talking, you ain't really hearing what she's saying or he's saying, depending on which side of gender you on, and like Like for instance, you talking and you cool, y'all vibing, and he say something like, "Yeah, nah, cause my mom's couch be kind of hurting sometimes. That's the reason I'm leaning like this." You would probably say something off the do say like, "Oh yeah, you should probably sleep on the floor, cause the floor is hard. It helps your back." You know, you're not thinking you still live with your mama. You know what I'm saying? So I try to implore people get to know who you dealing with first, cause then you might not like that person. That do say wear off, the Don Julio wear off. Weeks didn't pass, you really starting to dislike. You starting to see the real part because they starting to get comfortable. And then when they get comfortable, you realize like I really don't like your comfort level is making me dislike things. You dig what I'm saying to you? You just start and then you start getting hurt because you don't like the way they sit in the car, or you don't like the way they sip they Kool Aid, or you know what I'm saying, little stuff like that. Just because, man, I'm trying to tell you. So when you say, "Do I want to be in a relationship again?" Do I have time to really find a woman? My kids would have to be super grown out of the house. V is never gonna leave my house. She's gonna be with me for, I'm pretty sure, until I'm gone. Excuse me. And then her brothers and sisters gonna take care of her. But you know, I'm just saying. Excuse me. Yeah, you gotta. Most people they I don't know what's going on, and I can't speak, man, cause like I got a baby, and I wasn't with the woman who I had the baby with, and I love Pooh, but like I can't knock nobody for doing what I've done. I can only try to educate and tell y'all, don't do it. All right, don't do it, cause if you do it, it's gonna be all bad. You're gonna be mad at yourself. Eventually, that's why there's so many women out here and so many men out here that be quarreling. Like they be getting into real damn near squabbles. I hate this B. I hate this B8N. Right? And it's because y'all done had a kid, y'all done separated, and you bitter young lady, so you keeping baby away, and you ignorant young man, so you ain't even trying for the baby. And I know there's situations where you try and try and try, and either party could be just so far gone within themselves and how they dealing with stuff that you just be like, you know what, I'm gonna back off, because otherwise one of us gonna end up dead or in jail, and that's just the real life situation of it. You don't want to, okay? You don't want to, but it happens. That's why I'm telling you. So, like, to answer that question that was loaded, would I want a relationship? I would have to get to know somebody and make somebody really, really, really angry at me, like for nothing. Just the dumbest thing, do the dumbest thing. I know that's childish. I am the childish one, but I want to see how they react. Right. I also want to see how they wake up in the morning. Like, do you have a routine? I got to see a lot of things, and it doesn't necessarily mean I have to be there with you. We might be FaceTiming. I'm the one that's gonna be looking. I'm gonna FaceTime you at 7 in the morning because I'm up. VSV starts at 8. I'm up. My son got to be to school at 8:30. I'm awake. I might be FaceTiming you. Hey, good morning, beautiful. How you doing? And if you still in the bed, right, I might feel some type of way about that. That might be my thing. You know what I mean? Or like your bacon might not be crispy enough, and I like mine crispy. You know, I need to see those type of things because that could determine whether we gonna have longevity or not. I'm cool. I'm cool with the get to knows. I'm cool with the get to knows forever. uh, it's a lot that goes along with me being in a relationship myself. So yeah, the whole package would consist of every one of my kids. And again, not every I could never tell a woman she was wrong for not wanting my kids but wanting me, right? I don't have to accept that, but I can't say you wrong for that because you might deep down in yourself know that you don't want nobody's kids, nor do you want your own, but you like the way I get down. Then you might just have your business going, building your career, and you got time to talk to me, and then that might be it. I respect it, but I don't mean that I gotta, want it or deal with it. And that goes for men too. When men like women and they want to talk, it seems a lot of women get upset if it's not moving at the pace that they would like it to move at. Or, and that not or, that could mean a dude's trying to rush into the panty drawers area. That's unattractive to a lot of women, right? Some women like it when the man try to get, and then he might not be trying to get into the panty drawers area, and then so now you feeling unappreciated because that's the type of stuff you into. I don't knock it. Everything ain't for everybody. Do what you do. Do what you like. Do what you love. There's a whole lot that goes on with it. This, this is it's probably the wildest. My first situation of one night standing was in Hollywood. I was in NoHo at Millennium Dance Studio. Amarion was getting it in. They having all type. This is when Amarion was slightly relevant, a whole lot more relevant than what he is now. And I don't know. He's not my buddy, my friend, somebody I just love every day, all day type stuff. But I know him just from my dad doing a movie with him. We met. So at the Millennium Dance Studio, he's doing his thing. People know who my dad is. They know that him, so they just assume we cool. The ladies start choosing up, like, oh yeah, you got to be somebody because he knows who you are. He shook his hand. Cool. And then one thing led to another, and then I found myself coming out of a hot tub. I felt nasty. Yeah, I was like 19. I felt like a smut. The shower that I took afterwards was. You ever clean yourself a baking soda? I was. It's still on me. Like it was. And that's another thing. Hygienically, you never know what you're dealing with. You might see the prettiest man, you might see the prettiest woman, and you dive in too fast, and then it be all smelly. And don't nobody want that smelly. Now you smelling like sardines and trout because you got to leave to go home. You in your car with all the windows rolled down, driving down the 405 fast as hell. That still smell like sardines and trout inside your damn car. You try to turn the music up to drown out the smell. Well, that was stupid, Tonio. I'm sorry, that tickled me. You turn the music up to drown the smell out because you smell like a whole thing of sun-kissed bumblebee tuna because you want to be mannish. I don't get that. That's the part because I'm the type when I was younger I would ask like, hey, did you smell cool? Let me see. It's so disrespectful, and this is why I'm childish because they better be lucky that we didn't have social media when I was growing up. I would have been viral every weekend, legit every weekend. Movies. If I wrote a movie about just every weekend from 21 to 25, bananas, nut bread, crazy. So glad they didn't, because I might probably be in jail too. Oh man. But yeah, no, that's like a lot of what I've been through and a lot of stuff that I've done at a young age is what made me the parent I am today. Because I be saying like some of the stuff that I've been through and equating that to me having daughters now, I'd be like, ooh, I do not want y'all to be like a lot of the women that I dealt with, and then me having sons, I'd be like, I don't want y'all to be like hell, even a little bit of how I was growing up. I was, boy, I would walk in the club and order Long Island iced tea. That's how you know, right? That's how you know the night ain't gonna be what you think it's gonna be. When you walk in the club and purposely order a Long Island iced tea, anybody who knows about Long Island iced teas know that if you order that, you came with bad intentions. You didn't leave the house to have fun. You left the house with on demon time. I'm about to go get some, and then I walk in and order two of them. I know what's about to happen. I'm about to be dancing in the middle of the lean and rocking with it. Shirt about to get ripped off. I'm gonna be sweating. I'm gonna end up with the wrong person. I'm gonna be dancing with somebody. Gonna be like, don't dance with her, bro. Everybody in the club didn't dance with her naked. I'm still dancing with her. Y'all see my face? This is the face of disgusted with myself off the Long Islands. Oh man. I remember one time I was in the club and I was with one of my baby monsters. And this is the thing, this is how we used to see each other all the time. See, this is how I knew. I'm telling you, them red flags be serious. I only seen her random times, and like every time I seen her, it was at the club. But I knew her forever. I've known all my baby monsters my whole life, legit from little guys and gals to now. Excuse me. And so I seen her from across the foyer. She was with her peoples, and I'm like, all right. I ordered me a Long Island iced tea, right? On the walk over to see her, because I'm going to go say hi, And when you walk through I don't know what they do nowadays, but when you walk through the club to try to get to somebody that you seen on the other side of the club, there be like 3, 4 dances that happen in between that walk. Okay. So I'm keeping an eye on her. All the while I'm hey, ho, and I'm hey ho. Okay. I'm hey, I'm ho. We didn't have all the woes and shit. You know what I'm saying? We walked through on some real cool stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about? I'm about 2 dances in, 1 dance away from being to my ultimate goal. I have drank 2 Long Island iced teas on the way to this ultimate goal. I get to the ultimate goal, and there is a young man with glasses. He just stops me dead in my tracks, right? I now have bad intentions, bad intentions. He says, hey, were you just dancing with my girl? I said, probably. I bet y'all thought I froze, huh? That's literally how I answered off the Long Islands. Probably. I don't know if he didn't expect me to answer like that, or maybe he thought I was gonna be like, "Oh man, that's your girl." I'm sorry, boy. Why she in the middle of the damn dance floor by herself in front of me, and I'm off the Long Island Ice? Whole thing shut down because I'm now. My ultimate goal was to go say, "Hey, baby girl, what's that?" Now I'm in the middle of a fight time, right? And I never go to the club by myself. I'm always with my brothers. Rest in peace. I'm always with my brothers. So I slide in. That boy asked me that question. I answer it. He get quiet for a little bit. Then he say, "Oh, that's so disrespectful." I said, "I didn't know that was your woman. She bent over on me. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do as a dancer. Okay. This does not have nothing to do with disrespecting you. If a young lady bends over and does that little thing where they do like this and they wiggling cakes, it's up to me to do like this and hit her with the flex, right?" And so that's what I did. I was supposed to hit her with because that's what you do. Just like if a chick looks at you eye to eye, I'm sorry, young lady, I got to stop saying chick because I'm trying to get my daughters not to even think that's cool. If a young lady looks at you eye to eye, now I don't know how it is nowadays. I'm just saying back in the gap, okay? That eye to eye, I don't care where you at. It's like a little dance up. Y'all get to dancing up to each other, right? When y'all get close, both your hands gonna go up. And then when they come down, somehow your hand's gonna be on her hip and her hand's gonna be across your neck and y'all dancing. You dig what I'm saying? Because that's what there's etiquette when it comes to dance moves. Okay, inside the club. Okay, this is what this I'm trying to tell y'all. If it ever comes back, okay, you just got to know the etiquettes. Sees of what's supposed to happen at the club. I digress. So the dude, he tell me I'm being disrespectful. I told him your girl's in the middle of the. Then I see he got 2 drinks in his hands. So like my energy it subsided because now I see what happened. You went to get a drink and your girl was acting stank, but I accepted it because that's what you're supposed to do. So as I'm talking to him, because now we are discussing things, I said, "Oh, you went to go get y'all a drink?" He was like, "Yeah." And then and I'm talking to him, and I just grabbed a drink. Now we drinking the drinks. The chick walk up on it. The young lady walk up on us, and she was like, she asked him, "Where's my drink?" And I, cheers. And then she said, "Oh, you guys know each other?" We do now. His name is Dewan. I'm bare. Now she looking at me like I'm crazy because the way I'm talking to her, and I'm not talking to her reckless. I'm just simply like, your drink tastes good. It's not Long Island iced tea. She told my man's he ain't S word. Now I'm still in fight mode off the Long Island iced teas, but now I'm not in fight mode with her. I'm more like, lady, you need to go ahead and leave and let this man enjoy himself and go find somebody else because now I see where you at with it. Right. When I say I look up on the box because there's two boxes. This we at the bash. Okay. First and foremost, if you from Dorado, you know about the bash. It just ain't nothing good happening at the bash. I look up on the box at the bash. Who I'm supposed to has been watching this whole thing unfold. Okay. Now here's where the red flag is. She gets off the box and she says to me, "That was sexy how you handled that." I'm not thinking you like drama or you like seeing drama. I'm thinking I did something sexy, right? I'm winning at this point. This is why I don't let the inhibitions hit you. Because now I'm off the Long Island and now I done messed around and still chose up on my baby monster. This prior to her being my baby monster. Red flags. I said all that to go back to what I was talking about. Noticing the red flags before and getting to know your person before you dive in. Because had I known she was about that and her family's about what they about and all the good stuff that goes on with that side of whatever they doing, I wouldn't have baby bear, right? I wouldn't have kids. I would at all. I love my kids, okay? And they with me and I love them. They wouldn't be here had I not been off the Long Island iced tea inside the club, not thinking with my head and thinking with my other head. Is all I'm saying. Who got to get control? What's happening, Sherry? Yeah, Shantha, period. Etiquettes, intricacies, and etiquette, period. Reading short print. Yeah, that's another thing, too. I've been getting a lot of disrespectful, ignorant comments, right? About, oh, I thought you said you were single. Or I thought you said you didn't have time to date. You had time to make another baby. Lady, okay? I don't say nothing about what you doing with your cooch box. You know how they got like the little, it's an 8 pack of high C boxes, juice boxes. I don't say nothing when you out here delivering your cooch box like high C juice boxes. Please don't comment about me having a child by the same person I had children with because I was vulnerable on my birthday 2 birthdays ago. Okay. I could be vulnerable. I wasn't out in these streets. I was here with the kids. It just so happened that she came to see the kids. Okay. Okay. That's what happened. And when she came to see the kids, she stayed a little bit longer than what she was supposed to. And then so that's what happened. Okay. At least I wasn't out here distributing it to just random people doing things like how the people who seem to want to comment the negativity are. You dig what I'm saying? With your little juice box, cooch box. And I hope the message doesn't go over because it's one woman in particular that I'm speaking to because she took it and was very disrespectful with it. Said some things along the line of, that's why my babies are disabled now. And I just know that there is a special place up under Lucifer's dress for her to dangle from. So how y'all doing this evening? I ain't gonna say her name because I'm not that type of fella. I'm not gonna blast her. Okay, that was a lie. I will blast you. I'm not gonna blast her though because it seems like if I blast somebody or if I then I become the bully and then my page gets taken away at 238 or 28,000 type stuff. And I'm telling you, I wasn't gonna go back to Instagram. I was like, nope, I'm cool because I'd be getting in trouble for defending myself verbally. So, but I've learned to just she know who it is. Okay, there's a couple of them, but she know who it is. And so I just want her to dangle from that spot up under Lucifer's dress. That's it. Nah, cause I can't have y'all get in trouble too. Y'all my y'all my backup pals. So like, if y'all get in trouble for fighting my battle, then for one, I'm gonna feel like a BII. For two, y'all might get in trouble, and I don't want y'all losing y'all page for trying to defend me to some ignorance that I could defend myself with because y'all need y'all pages. I want y'all to be able to interact with me and me to be able to interact with y'all. Because just like y'all be having questions, I know some of y'all be like, oh, he commented on my, I be having questions too. I want to know, I'm a regular individual. Okay, I'm learning as well as everybody else. I'm just doing things my way. And I'm not trying to impress nobody on the mother, father, internet. That's the thing. Everybody want to be politically correct and then like cater to every, I just want to be me. And then like, if you rock with me, cool. And if you don't, cool. If you want to follow this journey that I'm on as a young hood fella who just happens to have his children and then one is disabled and I have to figure out how to get all her supplies. I just found out that at 5, she might have to have a supplemental insurance as well as regular insurance because after 5, they don't help like that. Not as much. She still have medical, but like for instance tomorrow, I was gonna wait till tomorrow and just pop up with the post, but her Peapod chair finally gets delivered tomorrow. Does it have everything it was supposed to have with it? No. Insurance wouldn't pay for certain things that we didn't, because we did well, we didn't. Some of the aunties on my old page did a donation drive and was able to buy baby via a Peapod. Now her to be able to wheel it around, the device to, and then the toy ring, all that stuff's not going to be here, right? But like if I go off on people and I lose a page, I won't be able to show y'all what type of stuff it is that she does. And this page, this community is about helping everybody because we not taught how to take care of disabled babies in the black and brown community. We don't get that. That's not something that I don't know if it's shunned, not shunned, but I don't know if it's like I don't know if we're embarrassed as I don't know what it is, but like it seems like in the black and brown community, when we have disabled kids, we want to hide and we don't want to be out in the world, and we don't because our baby is differently able. And I'm here to be like, we gonna be outside now. She may not be able to be outside as much right now because of seizures, but like they get in control. And once I'm about to be outside, and she gonna be dressed to a T. She gonna look fly. She might be out there yelling at you like, yeah, for the most part for right now. But once she figures it out, she gonna figure it out. We gonna be in these streets. We man, working. We out chilling. She gonna be at the beach. Okay, she gonna be at the parks. She gonna be at the but while we at the amusement park with her brother and sister running around, she gonna be right with me. We gonna be together watching them, like all that. I'm not about to hide my baby for what? It's my baby. That was I noticed that while I was in the NICU for those 2 months. There was a young baby that was there, and I kid you not, it hurt my soul every day I woke up and went downstairs to get coffee. This baby was by himself, like in his little crib, baby just by himself. No mom there, nothing. The dad would pop up like every so often, but not with the mom though. I never got a chance to really meet the mom or nothing. To the point where I talked to the nurses and I was just like, hey, is there, can I know I can't go in there. This is not my baby. It's against protocol and all that. But like, is it okay if like maybe I just sing to the baby? And you know, so I was singing to the baby from outside the room. My little tone kept him from crying a lot in the morning times. It worked. I just felt bad because I'm like, why do you not want to be there? And then when I say I didn't meet her really, I met her one time. I didn't really get to talk to her now, but I seen her. And she walked in, hair done, nails done, with another baby, an older baby. She's normal as hell too. She just differently able to do stuff, different learning. You know what I mean? But like her other baby, she just catered to and loved on, and you could tell was proud. And then this baby, she came to like I don't know if it was the fill out paper. She wasn't there long. She was there for like 30 minutes, and then they left. And it hurt my spirit, and I didn't like it, and I was mad. And if I could have found her phone, I would have disabled her phone too. She would have never been able to get in that bitch again either. I didn't like that one. Yeah, it's man, I didn't understand it. Postpartum is real. I've seen that firsthand. You doggone right. Who said that? Anitra, you darn right. I'm not a woman. I've been growing eggplant for 30 plus years myself, so I ain't ever not to even chance being a woman. But I've got to see how postpartum is. My mom actually had a tubal pregnancy, and she technically lost a baby. So she lost two babies. I know I probably shouldn't be telling her business, but she going to fight me or flight me. She lost two babies, and I think she still went through postpartum because like it was a rough several months after that, like seclusion, crying, tripping, up and down emotions. She cut her hair. It was wild. I think she might have got a perm. Picture your white mom getting a perm. OG Nana got a perm. That was probably what a time to be alive. I'm not laughing at her postpartum. I'm definitely laughing at her getting a perm. That was weird. Well, thank you, Miss Laura. I appreciate it. See, I opted. I didn't want to have in-home care, and it's at a fault of my own. Like this is why I learned to do everything myself. Changing D tube. I don't even know if I could change a G tube live, but I was going to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow is when I'm changing her G tube. I was going to do it just to show people because a lot of people are scared, but I opted for not in-home care because outside of her therapy, I don't I don't trust people, not doctors and everything. I trust my God. You dig what I'm saying? I feel like he wouldn't allow me to do it if I couldn't do it. And I just feel like ain't nobody gonna take care of my baby the way I'm gonna take care of my baby. And as effed up as it is, I can go so far. And there's nothing against my baby monsters. They cool. Okay, they get on my as you could tell from today's beginning of they get on my nerves. But like even them, or they can't take care of my babies the way I'm gonna take care of my babies. To me, that's to me. I'm not saying in their head they may feel the opposite. They have never told me that, but they may feel the opposite. That's just in general. I think everybody feels like that who was a true parent. Can't nobody take care of your baby the way you're going to. So, and then on top of that, my babies are mean when they want to be mean. So, like, I don't want a nurse or doctor to be mad because my baby is just being mean and then like thump her in her toe or something because I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna watch her toe red. It's not something to laugh at, but it's real life. You know what I mean? This is stuff that I'm learning dealing with this, and I've been dealing with this. It's a lot different from Pooh to Via because Via's situation is way more intense. Pooh, deaf, hard of hearing, developmental issues, preemie, stuff like that. Like she's not as disabled though as Thea is just it's a whole different ball game. So I'm learning as we're going. This is why I try different things, different methods, and stuff like that. Like I try to get her. The doctor said she wasn't going to walk, so my goal is to get her to walk so that I can go to the doctors and be like, aha, type stuff. I know it's weird, childish. Yeah, I seen, I've, I've not seen that myself about preying on the disabled and the elderly. But I've heard so many stories that they won't leave my head now ever. So I can't even. Like I saw a post the other day and it said men should not take their daughters showers. Period. And I said, well, but if I didn't, then they would just be stinkers. Who the hell else gonna bathe them? I could send Pooh in there to bathe her, but I gotta damn near. Nah, I ain't gotta bathe her, but I gotta like send her to bathe herself sometime. And I know she probably gonna try to fight me because I'm telling her business. but she's such a tomboy. She was a gymnast for so long, and she was raised around a lot of dudes, a lot of boys her age, like cousins and all that. So she's a basketball playing and want to go do flips and jump ups and swim and all that stuff, right? I got her Botox, okay, injection under her for sweating, but she's like me and my daddy. We sweat a lot. I be trying to tell her you gotta take a couple showers a day because you're a girl, but she don't want to hear me. So then my Gummy's gonna definitely take after her sister and be like, well, shoot, if she don't bathe, then I ain't gotta bathe. And then I ain't about to be having little stank little girls. And I just didn't agree with that post, so I went on under the post and I said, well, why not? She said because that's what she say? That's assault. She said something weird, right? And I was just like, well, first of all, you are projecting. Secondly, any real man that is definitely having to take care of their babies, not having to, just wants to, is gonna clean their baby girls. That's just what's gonna happen. And I'm gonna watch my baby boys too. I'm not about to be having no musty nuts running around here. Okay, they gonna learn how to clean themselves for sure. I'm gonna show you. Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with getting a nurse. If you're not sleeping and you need help and you got to do what's best for you. This is not to say anybody's wrong for doing what they want to do. I'm just doing what's best for me. And I would expect and hope that you all do what's best for you in order to give your babies the best quality of life, right? So like if you know that you're an alcoholic and you drink it on Friday through Saturday, then I think perhaps maybe that Friday through Saturday you should get somebody to. Well, it don't have to be a nurse. It could be if you got grandparents, it could be the grand or anybody, stuff like that. You just got to do what works for you. Now, that's also not me saying go out and become an alcoholic. All right, please don't do that. By all means, leave that one alone. Yeah, I had to get baby bear smell like a whole bag of onions the other day, and I got so offended because I was about to eat, and he just walked past me, and I was about to eat a strawberry shortcake. Ain't no way I made this with onions, and I couldn't get the smell out my nose, so now I'm giving the strawberry shortcake to Pooh. Here, you can have it. I don't want it no more. It might taste like onions because that's how hard I smell. I ain't like none of that parts. You ain't never got offended at your damn child because they hygiene was just like, what the hell did you do today at school? Why you smell like that? Like I don't know. I get offended by that. Like I'll be ready to I'll break your bed, bro. I'll kick your TV over. You smell awful. I'll go pour out every piece of milk and cereal in the kitchen, and you won't have now break. I will feed you a frozen toaster strudel. You smell like used belly button and in between toes after they stepped inside of a puddle of rain. Oh man, I told that boy once if I can't, because when I was younger, my room didn't smell like the weird stuff. I had candles and all type of stuff. I was dib on air. Okay, I didn't play that stuff. If I ever could, but there were some of the homies. I would go to their house and be like, bro, why your room? I'm not ever coming over here to kick it. They be like, hey, we having a sleepover at the crib. It's gonna be all the fellas. We gonna play the video. That's probably why I don't play video games now. Because every time I go for the sleepover, play video games, everybody's smelly and everybody in one room, and it's hot, and we in Florida. Nah, I'm going home. Okay, we got central air conditioning. It's too hot in here, and it smell like a whole bunch of bodies and just bodies and bodies. Ugh. It be you know when you put like pickles in something that pickles normally don't go on, like you get hot wings and put pickle juice in them, and then it smell like vinegar though, and then you add pickled onions on top of that, and then add a little bit of breath, right? That's how it smelled like in the and then put a humidifier in that same room with those 12 young men, a humidifier though, okay, with a ceiling fan, and then walk in there with all that combined after like 20 minutes and see, don't you have a different perspective on letting people stay the night at your house? My son ain't never having a sleepover. Not with the way these little boys be smelling. I'm not having it. Bear, can we come? Nope. Nope. Because your mom told me that y'all don't even use washcloths. I'm cool. Your dad is mean. No, he ain't. He just don't like smelly little boys in abundance at the house. Mm-mm. No, I'm not doing it. Stacy, I love pickles, and I'm gonna go eat some pickles when I get done off this live. But like that don't mean I want a room in my house, my residence, to smell like said pickles and onions. Go take a pork chop out, right? And don't cook it and just leave it out. And add pickle juice. That's what I'm saying. These little boys smell like. Okay. Mm-mm. Mm. And to be frank with you, these little girls ain't no better. I was at my cousin's house, and I promise he got like 6 daughters. And I'm looking around like, bro, what it smell like in here? Why it smell like ha-has? If you new here and you don't know what a ha-ha is, go lots of videos back and you'll understand what a ha-ha is. And he told me, like, he said it always smelled like this. These little girls smell worse than boys. And I'm like, why, bro? Y'all be having all types of perfume, and then y'all run around. And this is young ladies. Y'all run around and be playing and stuff at recess and all that stuff, and then throw them clothes in the hampers, and then y'all don't ever wash clothes. Y'all girls don't ever wash clothes. Y'all be having hella clothes just there. And this is just my experience growing up, seeing my cousins, and then now seeing my cousins' daughters. Like, dang, y'all didn't want to wash. They don't wear the dirty clothes. They just be having them on in the closet type stuff. And it's hair. It'd be sweat hair wigs because they older girls now. They like 17 and 18, so they put on these wigs and they go out to parties. And then I don't know if they don't wash the wigs or what, but I'd be like, you gonna put that wig back on? And they got long hair for long, but they want to wear wigs. I don't get that part. That ain't my business. I ain't a girl. I don't know how that works. What I do know is though that if I wear a do rag and I'm sweating, now at my big age, I don't wear do rags no more because I ain't got no hair. But when I did have hair and I wore a do rag, I knew that after I was sweating, I'd have to wash that do rag. There ain't no way that your damn wig should smell like pig feet. I'm gonna lay off her because I'm pretty sure she gonna see this and she gonna be like, Uncle Bear, why was you talking about me? And then I'm gonna say, how you know I was talking about you? Because you said the wig smelled like pig feet. And then when you was here, you said it smelled like pig feet. So you got to be talking about me. And then I'm gonna say, yep, you're right. Wash your damn wig. And I love you. Whew, yeah. Picture that though. That's another thing. They talking about I need to get um, via a service dog. I'm like, man, so y'all want me to have not only funky stuff and cake, cause onions, right, and belly button, but you want me to have a pet too? When Driz was alive, that little bitty cage made the whole house smell. I'm not well. I'm not doing okay with it. It was so nasty. I changed the shit, Taki mushrooms. the shiitake mushrooms, right? Every day, and it still smelled like, oh my goodness. Yeah, they ain't getting no pets. I'm cool. I'm straight. Y'all just help me make that decision. I can't do it. Kim, that's funny that you made your husband's whole basketball team take 5 minute showers. And like me being a childish one, I want to ask, did you monitor and make sure they all wash properly? And it's no disrespect. You set yourself up for that one. For that one. They always tell me I'm their favorite uncle, and I just be like, I, I'm not mean. I'm just direct, and I be joking a lot of the time, serious with my jokes, but like, but I don't know. They take it well. They love me to death, to life. They love me to life. If I get a dog, my dog gonna be a human. Y'all gonna see my dog gonna have on sweatpants with drawers on, or a diaper, whichever one you want to call it, a wife beater, or a hoodie, depending on male or female. Might have on socks and shoes. Like I'm not no, because nah, there ain't no reason why you got a pet and the pet smell like. Mm-mm. And then on top of that, I don't know. The pet got to be a human too. You're gonna treat the pet like extra family, not just like pet family, like real life family. We're gonna do it that way. Good evening, Melinda. How you doing? Purple Pisces. I go live when I can. Oh, that was okay. So look, this the purpose of this live. Thank you. For y'all that don't know, I was in a coma. I was in a coma for a long time, and it affected my memory a lot. And little by little, stuff popping up in my head that I haven't remembered in years. Okay, and so it also affects my short-term memory. So like, I might tell you I'm about to do something right now, and then talk about something and forget it completely. So I'm glad Purple Pisces asked that question. I'm going to start going live 3 times a week. Right, it's always going to be in the evening after I put the kids to sleep. On Fridays, I'm gonna have a members only live. So all the members of the cave that are subscribed and memberships, subscribe to the memberships, we're gonna have just a members only live where we just, because y'all know a lot of stuff that a lot of others don't know, because y'all get to see things that I post that nobody really gets to see. I'm gonna start also posting a lot more behind the scenes in the membership, because I feel like this page has grown. Also, so I think, and he ain't watching it, so he ain't gonna know. But for a lot of y'all that have been around for a while, y'all know this page. I didn't start this page for me. This page for my son, and I've been telling him because he been wanting a YouTube plaque, and so it's almost there. He almost at 100,000 subscribers, and then he gonna have his plaque where he games at, and he'll be able to show it off and all that stuff. So I thank y'all, everybody who subscribed. I appreciate y'all, because once he gets his plaque, I'm gonna let him do 100,000 subscriber video, and he's gonna. I haven't told him this yet, but we're gonna go live, and he's gonna be able to bust 100 eggs at me. Not even a subathon, just every time a question comes, he gets to crack me with an egg. 100 questions, and I have to answer these questions. Out of respect, I'm not going to answer the baby monster questions, because I'm not going to do that and leave it on the internet for my kids to see later on down the line. But any other questions y'all got, I got to answer, and I'm going to get tore up. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have some bruises, because he's like not evil, but like when it's he get to get some get back for getting in trouble. Like if he forget to do his chores, I'm on his ass, on his bottom. Like this is his get back. I'm like, oh yeah, I get to hit you. Now he ain't never got a whooping in his life, right? But I feel like he be wanting to be violent to me though. Like I'm gonna just bust you up because you be telling me what to do every day. You be tripping with me when I don't do it on time. And oh, here goes these eggs to your face, daddy. I'm gonna try to find me some goggles, but like if I can't, then I might have a black eye or two, because I feel like he ain't gonna aim at my body. He gonna probably aim at my top, and I'm cool. I'm with that. So just forewarning: when this happens, Don't be confused as to why I'm getting pelted with eggs. Which Erica, what artwork do we speak of? Man, you know what's funny? I think I might have got rid of my brother's old football stuff. Like my old football stuff is very well buried somewhere in California. I don't know what happened to everything. A lot of pictures and everything after messed up, and I ain't gonna talk bad about this lady, but like a lot of my memories got taken by the lady my dad was with. And I don't know where and what, and even where she is or how she's doing or nothing. But she has a lot of stuff that can go to my brothers and sisters, myself, grandkids, and all that she has. So, and I don't have the time to be arguing or going to court and trying to fight this lady. Karma will come to her one of these days. Oh yeah, man. This was designed. If you notice, this is really me. And then we got Red Fox right here. And the reason I did it like this is because I always wear hoodies and sweats, and I am the bear one. And I'm gonna get a lot more made. I'm gonna try to figure out how to get it and put it in the shop so y'all can order them and get childish daddy, childish auntie, childish mama, childish cousin, all that. The women bears, and I'm gonna try to do all that. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna do all this stuff. I have not done a lot. This channel wasn't supposed to be what it is. If I post, if y'all notice, my consistency is just posting what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, how I'm doing it. I never really thought I was gonna be a YouTuber, and the only reason I call myself that now is because my nephew called me the other day and he said, "Uncle Bear, you're a YouTuber now?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm still just Uncle Bear." Like he was like, "No, you're a YouTuber because all my friends they watch you and my cousin." And I was like, "Oh man, that's crazy." So I don't call myself that, but like I'm gonna get y'all this so y'all can have these too. Tonya, welcome, welcome. Just call me Cray Cray. I'm nervous because I don't want to get hit in my face with eggs, but I'm gonna let him do it. Life of Nancy, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I mean, selling the hoodies is kind of crazy because I just really got it because it's me. I didn't think that people would want to wear me or the. I didn't ever. This was not supposed to be a brand. This was just this us. So, but I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know how I'm gonna figure. I'm gonna figure all this out. Cause when I'm gone, these are the babies. They gonna have this baby. Y'all gonna have to deal with baby bear. Like when I'm too old to be doing this, y'all got to deal with him. So I want to make sure everything's cool. Cause when y'all deal with him, y'all know him. He's straight business. He's my proper etiquette, articulate, young, never non-gangster, but he just is a square nerd. Y'all gonna have to deal with that nerd, and he love y'all. He is funny. That's my little guy. Yeah, Long Island's are scary. You don't want to do that. All right. Okay. There we go. I don't. I've never had Zale. I might have to get these kids just an account. The only reason I really started the Cash App was just when I was in the hospital in the NICU. TikTok aunties wanted me to do it, so I did it, and that's just what it's been. But I never. I think I just started an account just specifically for them outside of their kid bank accounts and or their trusts and do it that way. I don't know. Last time somebody asked me about donating, right? I get called a beggar if I tell y'all, like when I told y'all what was happening with the eviction. That was me telling y'all my business, right? Just giving y'all, boy, do you know how many black women? And yep, I'm calling out the black women who did it. Why you low key begging? I ain't asked for nothing. I'm telling y'all I got evicted, and I didn't do nothing to get evicted, and this is what the eviction is. But this is why I don't ask for stuff like even when y'all tell me, because I be feeling like y'all gonna find me a punch on me, right? Y'all be telling me to get this damn Amazon up, and I promise I'm gonna do it. I got a whole lot of kids, and I be sleepy sometimes, and then I work. It's a lot. I'm gonna do it for the Christmas because y'all keep on telling me to do it. I'm gonna do it. Don't think that the stuff that y'all send, I try to put it in all the videos and show y'all what's going on, like the cushion, the blankets, and all that stuff that y'all send, baby Via. She utilizes everything. I make everything work for everything, no matter what y'all send. Just because I feel like y'all went out y'all way to send it, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna figure out how to use it and gonna put it together. We don't get a million things in the mail every day or nothing like that. That was the only reason I started the P.O. Box. The P.O. Box actually got funded by a young lady who wanted to send via something, and I didn't have the money to pay for a year for the P.O. Box. I'm paying these bills. And plus, I'm not even worried about receiving gifts. And she was like, "Nah, you about to start this." So like, she paid for it, and it's been a year. So like, all the stuff that comes there, as y'all notice, the kids get it. Baby Bear, he goes checks it every once a week. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie, it'll be like 2 weeks before I go check it, and I just got so many damn things going on: hospital visits, doctors, therapists, all that good stuff. But don't think that I don't see it, and I don't. I try to post it and tell y'all I thank y'all every time because I'm very humble and I appreciate y'all 100,000%. Y'all see what I did there? 100,000. I've been looking for homes. There's one place that I found that I think might be big enough, but I really think that I need to figure out and the next 6 months be into buying a home. As much as I'm paying for rent now, because even with the house that I think that I want to move into, that's like 3,000 a month. All my kids will have a room. The two babies will be sharing a room, but Via will have her own room because she needs a lot of space. She has so much equipment. Her cubby bed alone is just super big for no reason. It takes up the whole room that they're in right now. So I needed to get 5 bedrooms. And that way, Pooh have her own room, Baby has his own room, the two share a room, and Via has her room. I will sleep in the couch in the living room. I'll sleep in the basement on the floor. I don't care. My kids are good though. And that's just how I was raised. I ain't looking for no handout. That's just how I've seen some of the men in my family take in their kids. One of my uncles, he had to take his daughter because her mom was doing things she shouldn't have been doing that involved her being in the streets. So my uncle took his daughter and moved her in with him and gave her his master bedroom, and he slept in the living room and would get up, go to work. And I mean, they did that for years. And I respected it so much that I've always said that if I had to do something like that, call me living room daddy. I'll be, man, the best for living room daddy there ever will be, outside of him at least. Sharon, I'm not about to go wake these kids up just so y'all can see them. I'm not gonna lie. Any other live, they come in talking. They have school tomorrow. I'm not doing it because if I go in there and anything wakes them up, the door creaks, no WD 40. If Via pops up, then you got to come watch her, and you ain't gonna come watch her. And I love you. Yeah, I realized. Well, one of the ladies who where we at? I'm sorry, I gotta be loved. One of the ladies who commented she was mad because someone wanted to buy via or someone wanted to donate to Via's Peapod chair. And I told them that we got enough to order the actual chair from the donations that came over like a month span. We raised it was like damn near $3,000 for the Peapod chair out of pocket, and we raised almost 3,000, and we got it'll be here tomorrow. And she said to something to the I can't remember exactly what she said, so don't I don't want to quote and lie, but she said something like um, I bet you didn't say no to people trying to help, but you telling people no, you're not humble. I'm like, I'm telling people no because the chair is already ordered, and why are you worried about like what I'm saying to these? I'm telling people I don't need the money because the chair is already on the, it's getting molded and created to be sent here. What? Why would I? So I'm supposed to take people's money, and the task at hand was to get the pea pie chair. So you want me to lie to folks or like con them out their bread? So we got into an argument about that. It was stupid. It was stupid. But I just didn't understand like why you in my business that much. I don't even know. And then she got mad because I said she looked like Felicia from Friday. But she did. She looked like she was gonna walk away and dig a wedgie out her booty at any point in time. Dusty boy. Yeah, that so that. That part. Tippy T does my little boy, my baby. He's back and forth. He's the one that I have to really co-parent with because his mother is not she's not she works. So he's with me every day and majority of the evenings he's not. Until one of these days I've always said this. I just want to move and have all like my baby monsters live on the same block. They can be married and go do what you do. Just that way at least if my kids get older and they want to see like him, he's gonna want to see his mom because he knows her. Baby Bear may not care. But I want them to all interact and know their family and all that good stuff. And I'm not gonna be the one to take them around their mother's side of the family. That's not my business because I don't need no not doing it. But their mothers can if they get their stuff together. You know what I mean? And I have no problem with that. And again, I'm not talking stuff about their mothers, and I don't know what stuff they have to get together. But I have the children because I want to. I trust myself with the kids. Nah, Mia M. I didn't get everything. So she got the actual mold, the chair, and I got her a medium so she can grow into it. Cause she getting so man. Have y'all seen this girl? They said she wasn't all right. So what was told to me by the doctors was she was gonna be in the lower percentile of everything, head, length, weight, all that. Right? Do y'all see how long she is? Now her head is still much smaller than what it should be, but that's not stopping her body from she is doing this. And the only reason her head isn't growing is because the damage to her brain. Your brain is a muscle, it's going to grow with your body as well as long as you're feeding and all that. Well, if it's not working in certain parts, it's not going to grow. So she might very well have a pumpkin head as an adult. I don't know. But as of right now, okay, she's stretching out. So, like, she got the medium and she doesn't have the play ring, the mobility device, the tray, and all that stuff I'm gonna end up getting. I just got to save up. And I'll be saving, okay? I'll be trying to save. I'll be saving for times like this. And these are things that even I tried to go through insurance as well just for these things, and they consider that a luxury, the toy and the mobility portion of it. So it's just like, all right, well then there's no purpose in me trying. I'll just buy it. So, but if you know anything about adaptive equipment, that stuff get expensive. It'd be. I'll be like, whew, why, how is it that I can go to Walmart and buy a ring with wheels on it and use that, but I got to get a specific ring to fit this, and it's $7,000 more. Don't quote me on that. It's not a legit 7,000. I'm just saying the difference between 70.99 and $7,999.99 is crazy for the same things. But I didn't make the rules. I'm just rolling with these punches. She growing like a weed. I'm trying. I'm trying. She just so tall. Like I had her standing up. If you look at the video I just put up, the only reason I put it up is because Baby Bear is he's. I wanted to swerve him today. Being a black dad, we were raised, and not my black daddy was funny as hell. Okay, he was super not serious. When he got serious, people got scared. But like he was super just funny and cool. But like a lot of black fathers are just militant and do this and do that. And I said do this, and they don't want to play with their kids. And it's not just black dads, but I'm saying a lot of for me what I know. Don't place. I allow my kids to be kids. We are friends. My parents used to say, well, nah, I can't lie and say that. I used to hear other people's parents say, I'm not your little friends and this and that. I'm my kid's friend. They also know I am the authority around this month. You dig? So like, they want to prank and do fun stuff around the house. As long as they ain't breaking stuff and all that, let's do it. Don't kill me. Okay, don't take me out. But let's have fun. Let's grow up. Let's make these memories because these are the memories that they're gonna have. I don't want them to just think about me and be like, my dad worked all day and he didn't have time for us, or stuff like that. Like I want them to be like, my dad was there, and it was popping, and now it's popping, and they just have good structure, and then they out in this world popping with good structure, and also know what to do, what not to do, and know that they can call me to tell me jokes, or call me to tell me what they foolish friends did or what they did, just everything. That's me. Today I almost lost my life though, because he must, I don't know what YouTube video he was watching, but he took it upon himself to do the tape prank. I ain't like it. But so afterwards, I took Via outside to get some air, and she just standing up, and I'm just looking at her like, why are you so tall? How did you get so tall? You're only 2 years old. You tall as boy. Like her standing next to Gummy, there's obviously an age difference, but like the height difference is crazy too. Like it's just long for no. Got a short, fat one like my mama. Got a long one like my daddy. It's awkward. It's awkward. But hopefully the peapod chair help her with the sitting and the eating more. So the cushion, someone sent a cushion, right? And I put it on her up under her seat and her hips because she has hip dysplasia. It's like a memory foam one, and it keeps her in so she's able to sit without like when she she's spastic. So when she stretches out or jumps up or leans, she still is molded into that little spot. So my thought process is the peapod chair would do the same thing slightly, but I've never had a peapod chair, so I don't know how this is gonna work. They did her measurements, they did the molding, whatever they send tomorrow. I'll go live tomorrow too, just so y'all can see it. Whatever that molding casing is what it's gonna be. Now, I don't know how heavy it is. Again, I've never held one, so I don't know if I'm gonna have to move that big old thing around like in the kitchen. If y'all seen when I'm cooking, she's like on the floor in the back with her tablet, her Toby device. It's right there so she can look and see, watch Bluey or whatever else the heck she's watching. But with this, I don't know how much bigger it's gonna be. Like if it's even gonna fit in the kitchen, or if I'm even gonna be able to pick it up and just be moving it around. I'm not the strongest man in the world. I ain't deadlifted several hundreds in a long time. You dig what I'm saying to you? That motion was wild. But yeah, we shall see. Yeah, that's how I was. Yeah, that tape prank, Debris, that tape prank was not funny, okay? You see how long it took me to get up? That's how I know I'm getting old. Young Bear would have jumped up and been about that action. Older Bear is now like, hold up. Oh, whew. I think I might have seen some of the ancestors. Hold on. Ooh, my back. Type stuff. Like I'm hurting right now still. Y'all may not believe me. It's cool. Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, man, that's my best friend. But see, I also look at my mom. My mom is my best friend. My dad was my best friend too. He used to tell them everything. So like, I get it. I get it. I just hope I think he understands as well though that I ain't nothing to play with. So he don't even test me. Like even at his back to school, not the back to school parent teacher conference, there was just one situation where she said he was distracted. He would be done with or done with his taking his notes, and he'd be taking mechanical pencils apart and putting them back together, or taking apart headphones, stuff like that. And I'm like, that to me is stupid. Like I get it, but if you're that distracted, we can get you more work if that's the case. But outside of that, didn't have any problems. So I addressed it with him, and she called me this week and the end of last week and just like, I see a difference already. I don't know what happened. I don't know what you guys talked about. And I told her, like, we didn't talk about anything. We talked about it in front of you and we went home. The only thing we talked about was you need to write your name several times and show me that that I'm not tripping, that you just being lazy and trying to rush. Because I know you got way better handwriting. Other than that, we didn't talk about that again. We discussed it in front of her, and he got his act right. That's typically how he is. He knows when I'm playing. He knows when I'm not playing. He knows when it's time to joke. He knows when it's not time. And about his mouth, he's never ever gotten a complaint outside of the home, like at school, anywhere about him cursing or anything else. When he's at home, he's allowed to express himself how he wants to. He better not disrespect me all the way. Not all the way. Okay. Now he might slip up and say he don't hit, like the f bomb don't come out his mouth today. It was stupid because I seen what he was trying to do. But like he don't drop that one. But like he might say some stuff. There's times where I ask him like, "You was thinking F daddy, huh?" He'd be like, "Yeah, I was." Like, okay, he didn't say it. He thought it. That's cool. You know how much shit I thought about growing up that I dare not say. And then when I get around my cousins and it's just little, we say that like, come on, I'm not naive. I'm just fair. The only reason I said I might delete it is because I was talking stuff about my baby monster a little bit. Okay, I didn't go too hard on her, but I was talking about her a little bit, and y'all know I don't like doing that. But I needed to vent to y'all today because that phone call I got almost made me mad. And I don't even get mad. That's the crazy part. I don't get mad, but I got like perturbed, like slightly perturbed for sure. I was telling y'all I almost went to go find her Cybertruck, and I was gonna just give her a new password she was never gonna figure out, never to retrieve that Cybertruck again. Oh, y'all like the you like the red combo, Janice? You see my socks? Yeah, red tips. My socks. Y'all know I'm a sock connoisseur. That's my favorite thing in the world. Comfortable, fashionable socks. These are my Mickey Mouses. Yeah, I didn't appreciate it. I did not appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Erica, ain't nothing wrong with that boy going to the police academy. I want him to become an officer. Maybe he'll be one of the good ones. I'd rather him do that than join a gang or wanting to be down and not the man. Hell, no, not at all. Well, thank you, thank you. I love this. It's a beautiful color. Oh, I wore this hat again to the parent teacher conference, and she finally asked me what it meant. So I had to tell her, and she cracked up. I love the teachers in today's society because they get it. She said, "It's so funny because I know you don't mean it." In my head, I was like, "Shit." My favorite content platform. What do I find myself on the most? I I don't know. I would have to say Instagram is where I find myself on most. Tiki Taki, they like to play around and shadow ban me because I'm too. They don't want to show broadcast. For one, I don't have a TikTok shop, right? I get so many messages about collaborations and making money, making videos of product and all that stuff, and I just feel like, why I gotta make y'all money? Insta TikToky. Why do I have to have a TikTok shop to sell all y'all's products? And I ain't gonna like ain't nobody gonna want to watch. I don't even want to make all this stuff that got to do with. For one, I ain't got no pet. Why y'all want me to sell pet products? Type stuff. You know what I mean? And I feel like that'll take away from what this community really is. As all of us, we are hip, differently abled parents raising our special needs kids, and this is our culture. It'll take away if I turned it into a seller's page or something like that. That's what I feel like about all. Y'all see, I have not monetized IG again because when it was monetized, I got in trouble a whole lot for no reason, for even just responding to people. So this one just ain't monetized. I know a lot of people are like, why not get that money? This and everything and about all the money in the world, like, it don't bring happiness. Okay, I know it can take care of the babies and all that stuff, but like me helping people, even with the IG space, I get to give advice, talk to people, just random, like all types of cool stuff, and I ain't got to worry about them snatching my page because I'm not monetized, and they don't want to pay somebody who's doing positive. They want the ratchet stuff to be shown. They want the drama and all that stuff. Now, if I give y'all some of the drama in my life, y'all be amazed. There's not too much, but the stuff that is drama is like real, and it don't even got to be my direct drama. It could be my mama be somewhere and then something happen. And I'm like, all right, I'm 10 toes down, probably about to go to jail. You dig? So, but I'd have to say Instagram to answer your question. Instagram. Do I have to cook every day? Yes, I do. My kids don't like fast food. They will eat certain things. They will ask for certain things every so often. Chipotle is like their favorite thing outside of probably Chipotle, and then they like this place called La Cosita because they like tamales. But other than that, yeah, I got to cook every day. They put a request in the morning time, and it be it be mad. My son will wake up and be like, "Hey, Dad, I want lobster tails and rice pilaf." I'd be like, first of all, what? You're 10. When I was 10, we never got to ask for lobster tails and rice pilaf. We be getting goulash bowls. It was like 50 of us in the house, and I mean that. Yeah, I meant it. She meant it too, though. I think she might have meant it a little bit. Mia M. I think she might have meant it a little bit. Right on, man. I had to. This is the first day I got to really shape it up because I realized how rough I was looking when that I had to pull that tape off. Whew, boy, that immediately made me go to the. I need to. I got to trim everything because that ain't cool. And if he wait till my get back is about to be phenomenal. Like he might pee on himself a little bit. I'm gonna scare the boy. Watch, y'all gonna see. And I'm gonna. It might not be. They might take it down. They might because they seem to when they see black dads, they be taking everything down. Like I don't know how. I don't even ask questions anymore. I just be like whatever. Yasinia, audio engineering, a minor in literature. I also went back to school to become an accountant and a teacher. I'm really good with numbers. But then I realized that I didn't want to do anyone else. I did not want to have a career of doing anyone's books for life. And I also realized that I didn't want to deal with everybody's kids. Not everybody's kids, because some people send their kids to school as a daycare method so they can get rid of them because they that bad type stuff. Now, I'm not gonna call them bad because I don't like calling kids bad. I'm gonna say they got behavior issues. They don't have the right upbringing or whatever you want to call it. So, but I could very well be a teacher today if I wanted to. If I went and registered, got my license, that's what I went to school for. Keith, I don't know what you mean by that. You should elaborate. Oh, okay, I hear you loud and clear. What are you talking about smoking? I don't know where it is. So Marissa, Why are y'all allowing this man Keith to be here still? Let's talk about you, sir. You're online, you're on my live, and you're typing a lot, right? You have a fake profile picture. Show yourself. Be bold. Stand up for your rights. And then when you see me in this world, if and when you see me in this world, keep that same energy and approach me with that. Like only one of two things gonna happen. You might go meet somebody who made you. You know what I mean? Dang, I promise. I promise. Keith, your grandmother should have spit your mother on the wall. Tay, it's not about how there's moderators here, but apparently they like this man. See, there they go. My moderators are on. They do what they supposed to do. When my moderators aren't moderating, they have lives too, right? And I think they try to keep me out of trouble because like I don't mind getting in trouble, which is why I be inviting some of the negativity. Like just if you see me in person, okay, keep that energy. I might come across your face if you get too close with that energy. I just want you to keep that energy though. I love it. Patrice, you ain't gotta you wash your dish or do what you gotta do. I'm standing on. I got it. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of people who should have been spitting walls, but then they moms be hungry. They be like, I'm gonna just go ahead. Let me just have this baby. And I'd be like, damn. Now I gotta deal with it. Oh, cause she didn't hakatua. She didn't hakatua that man. Now I gotta deal with it. Freaking Keith's mom. Evelyn, I don't know what you were trying to say, but hell yeah. Are you Keith's fiance? All right, y'all. I think I might have said everything I need to say earlier. And then we start talking about a whole lot of other stuff like we always do on the live. We be talking about stuff and then it'll be a plot point, plot point, plot point. Then we smooth go everywhere else. I feel like it's that let's talk and then go to sleep type. That's typically how my lives go. Evelyn, let's discuss it. Don't shoot Evelyn yet. Let's talk to Evelyn right quick. Respectfully, right? Respectfully, did you smoke bath salts before you got on this live? Cause I'm confused as to what you talking about, right? Did you ingest the bleach you were supposed to be cleaning with? Like what happened? Cause what are you standing up for? Your rights. I stand up with your back straight. This is what you said. Do that. I mean, I don't want you to stand up with a hunchback because it's bad for your back. You dig? I want you to stand up straight because this is what you was talking about, right? And I also want you to figure it because your articulation is not proper as well. And so I just want to know why, maybe perhaps what. Okay, do you feel like going to eat somebody's face? That's the bath salts. You probably shouldn't do that. You dig what I'm saying to you? You put you use Epsom salt to you don't smoke Epsom salt. I'm just telling you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, VP. I appreciate that as well. I ain't did a stand up show in almost a year now. I've not been on stage in forever. And I said I wasn't gonna get back on stage because the politics that have been going on in this industry have been weird. I'd rather get online and talk to y'all all day. Hey, nah, why'd I think about the curly straw? That's wild. She probably is sipping it through there though. That's funny. You're resting your case by all means, for sure. You know what I mean? You should also rest your lips because I'm pretty sure when you put them around that glass eggplant to inhale the bath salts, I'm pretty sure you're not putting any lip balm on, so it's probably cracking. You probably got them dry pumpkin lips, and like you should worry about that. I haven't been to Dallas in a while, but yeah, I travel around a lot. The last the last tour I did was a small tour, but we ended up in Dallas. We did a show in Houston as well. You got to take the good with the bad. When people come into the lives, there's a lot of troll, right? There's a lot of trolling that comes, and it's just you got to because everybody is not here to be positive. There's a lot of people who live in misery. There's a lot of people who get their rocks off by doing the trolling and think they will never get seen. I'm waiting for a troll to show their real face and troll, 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 and then like run into them at 7-Eleven and give them a wedgie. Because I will. And if I get arrested for it, then so be it. I'll bind out. Evelyn, I've never met a grown ass woman who makes that comment and then puts a high heel at the end to emphasize that they're a grown woman. There are some grown adult women who don't wear high heels at all and wear tennis shoes all day, every day, and run several businesses and things of that nature. But hell yeah, though, you be that grown a woman with the high heel emoji. That's great for you. I ain't been to Philly in a while too. That's crazy. I love Philadelphia though. It's wild how many people are leaving the East Coast though. Even down to like Florida. It's they, now it's we're the South. We're the South. We're the South. But like a lot of New York folk coming down there. Oh no, that's not me saying I'm gonna go on tour again. It'd be hard for me to go on. It will well, it wouldn't be too hard because I went on tour with Baby Bear, which was a wild time to have my son. He go, oh my goodness. Okay, Evelyn, see here you go. You nasty. We ain't even going there with you. We can't even find you attractive because you've been so retarded. I mean, R word. Baby Bear is asleep. It's his bedtime, past his bedtime. He has school tomorrow. He does not get in grown folk activity because he's sleeping. Hey, Ian Thompson, I feel you, dogs. I feel you. That might be why. I heard NYC is getting crazy with the prices too. I feel like I feel like there's really an upward like it's just bad right now for the economy, especially for living. It's residences, finding places, everything is the fluctuation of prices for everything is crazy. Once I seen egg prices going up, that's when I knew the world was coming to an end. Oh yeah, poo poo now. She was straight by the end of the evening the following day. She threw up her life. She said her stomach muscles hurt from throwing up. She ate soup and crackers and watched movies, and then by that evening she was straight. Dang, last time I've been to DC, I went to DC to try y'all's what's them wings called? What's the wing sauce? The mubu. Dang, I forget what the sauce is called. I don't know, but that stuff was that work, boy. Them that whatever sauce DC got, the mubu sauce or whatever it's called, boy, that's my favorite type of sauce for any wing. But I feel like I got to go to DC to even get it. Mambo sauce, yeah, that's it, boy. That mambo sauce, boy. I'll punch somebody's mama at if they send me a bottle. I'll, I'll, I'll take somebody's baby monster away from them and put them somewhere else if they send me a bottle. Like I'll go to the extents of the limits of not going to jail, but like to where it's semi illegal to give me a bottle of that sauce. But it got to be fresh though. So I don't even think you can send that. If you ain't tried mumbo sauce from DC, go to DC. Try mumbo sauce with the wings. But you got to go to a spot that really make the mumbo sauce. What? You can get like the real one, or you can get like the pre-packed preservative one. I heard Connecticut was good to live in. Colorado is beautiful. I love Colorado. I moved to Colorado for my mama, and then stayed. Yeah, you got to get the real mumbo sauce. I feel like it has to be fresh. It got to be fresh. No, if I ain't got no games on my phone, quiet as it's kept. My phone is in my hand, and I film a lot just because I walk around with it just like this. But I don't really be on it though like that. I get on this tablet on my computer, watch some videos when I got time. That's about the most. What's that in the rule? I appreciate you, boy. I see, I'm tired too. I appreciate you, Ruby Sue. You have a good evening. I would never buy mumbo sauce from Walmart. That's the same place that sold the pink sauce. Not doing it. Not gonna do it. Ooh, 3K for a two-bedroom is insanity. But then again, when I was in New York, I had a show. Where was it at? Dang, I forget. It was in Brooklyn. It was a Vibes Land event, and the hotel room we stayed in was like half a quarter of this room. And I promise I was so offended at the price. It was like 400 a night. Erica, you have a good evening. A.N. Thompson. If you don't know what mumbo sauce is, you got to get familiar, but you're going to have to go to DC to see. Well, thank you, Erica. I appreciate you. I thank you. I thank you. That's am I saying it right? Is it Rubisu? And I'm trying to work on my accent and articulation a lot better, but I'm still country as hell. I try I try not to be so that I can articulate myself and explain to my son why we got to get the twang at, but it comes at a whole lot more. Don't even worry about what the pink sauce is. Don't ever try the pink sauce. If you enjoy your health, do not try the pink sauce. No, I'm gonna stop talking about that lady because I don't know that lady. If you go to TikTok and look up pink sauce lady, and just you might dive down a rabbit hole of funny stories and see what not to do when you're on social media. Okay, B. I thought that the pink sauce was ranch. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Leaving from Brooklyn to LA is insanity as well. You paying that's about the same. That's about the same amount of money. Yeah, that's that New York pack of cigarettes. My mama could never stay in New York because she smokes cigarettes, right? And I can't even the amount of times she's been like, son, I need to buy some cigarettes. Can you send me some money? And I'm like, what happened to the money I sent you? And then the cigarette prices. Like, oh, that's what happened to it. Okay. Carol, I don't know what you're talking about. You're going to have to elaborate. I don't know about Dallas. I know Dallas is expensive too, but San Antonio, from what I heard, San Antonio was kind of cool as far as price is concerned. Well, that's different. That's different. When you get paid to move somewhere for work and you're getting paid, your residence is paid. Like I love that. That was cool. Growing up, when I was I want to say between 20 and 23, when I would get contracted and be able to go to different places, I always took advantage of it because I love to see just different scenery, different culture, different life. You know what I mean? Traveling around the country with my daddy and being out of the country with my daddy, I'm very well traveled, but I never, as an adult, got to do certain things. So that I tried that a lot, and that was pretty fun. Seeing a lot of weird things, a whole lot. Yes, Sienna, I'm Puerto Rican. My family's from Bacuran. I would never move to Boston either. I feel like Boston is just probably everywhere. No, the slums and all is probably just way too expensive for me. 2,200 for a 6 bedroom. See, that's why Texas is where I'll be trying to just get to. I'm telling you, I see it. Yeah, I've been to Puerto Rico quite a lot. My daughter just came back during the summertime. She went there and to Costa Rica. Tennessee is less expensive than I would move to Tennessee. I like Memphis. Memphis culture and barbecue and music is it's just love down there. Am I still froze? Let me see. All right. And my back jack. Word, word. I didn't realize it was 9:30. All right, y'all. I gotta be at work or clock in to work in 30 minutes. So I'm about to go make me a young meal, something. I don't want to disrupt the chat. I know y'all in here chopping it up, but I've got to go get something to eat before I clock in. I appreciate y'all chilling with me. Remember, we're gonna start doing 3 lives a week. Friday members only. Um, I'm gonna try to do a lot more shorts too, so y'all can see the ignorance that goes on with my son and I. Because literally, I know he's probably like one of the funniest. He's been on the stage before. He's performed. He's done the improv once, and it was a kid day. He did his birthday, and he invited his friends, so that was pretty cool. But he's probably one of the funniest people I know. Just genuinely slow as hell, but he's so smart though. But we're gonna start doing a lot more shorts. It's just gonna be a lot more active on the channel if that's what y'all would like. I'm gonna just wait 1 minute, put a bear in the chat, bears in the chat if y'all would like me to just start going hard for this channel. It's only a couple of us on here, but I just want to see because I don't be knowing what to even do. I just be posting what I want to post, and I feel like it's a whole lot of people with a whole lot of benefits and resources and talks and experience and all type of stuff. All right, that's a lot. That's okay. Well, 3 times a week we're gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start getting a lot more consistent on this channel and just doing what y'all would like me to do and chopping it up. Oh, I wanna if this is gonna sound awkward, but I get a lot of DMs and stuff. And I don't get to get back to a lot of them all the time. I try to get to as many as I can, but if there's ever anything that I can help y'all with as far as dealing with just the stress of being a differently abled parent, raising a special needs individual, when I go live, just make sure you hit me that way. And my moderators, I'm pretty sure all my moderators are on my IG. I need y'all to DM me, please. And we're gonna figure out a way to do the direct one-on-one video where we can just chop it up. And because I think that it's a dark place. A lot of people get in dark places when they feel like they're alone, and you're not alone. There's a lot of us out here. All right. Outside of that, though, make sure I ain't miss nothing real fast. Marissa, Lola, Patrice, I love y'all. Y'all need to DM me though, please. And yeah, we will. That's a good one. That's a real good one. You know, I never really think about myself when it comes to my illness and being a parent. I don't put two and two together. I know I got to deal with mine to go to the doctor, stay on top of me, but I also feel like I got to be a parent. I can't not be, but we'll figure it out though. All right. I'm going to see y'all soon. I appreciate y'all. And it's been fun. I still might delete this later. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Marissa, Patrice, Lola, y'all hit me on my DM, please. I love y'all and appreciate y'all. And I owe y'all dinner. All right, y'all. Peace out.